Welcome to Dad Does, and today we are reviewing the new Zoomer Dino called BUMER from Spin Master. This is a lot of fun. How can you not love a robotic pet that burps and farts? So taking a closer look at it, here's the head. Want to show you the neck. It's really very lifelike, and that's what we think is probably the most cool about it. The way it moves, its tail moves, it just has, as we showed at the beginning, and we'll show some more, a really lifelike feel to it. Of course, it self-balances. That's the really cool thing. Only 2 wheels for feet, and this thing self-balances. Showing the tail here, again, a flexible tail, and just the way they've worked this, we know this is a robotic toy, but it has a very lifelike feel to it, so that's cool. This one button on back, and this is what will control basically getting him up if he does fall down. Showing the bottom here, on-off switch, and then you adapter here where you charge it, USB jack. We're looking at about 20 to 30 minutes of playtime for an hour of charge. So here he is self-balancing, and there are a couple different modes you can play with Zoomer. But we really like this, which is just kind of free-form mode. He goes all around. Showing here, he fell down here. You're going to watch, he's going to get up on his own. We're not doing this with the remote. He's able to get up and then rebalance. So we think the technology here is pretty cool. A lot of different modes based on his eyes. If his eyes turn red, he's angry. If they're green, he's happy. You're trying to train him, and we're going to show you different gestures you can do in terms of training him as well. All right, so to activate Zoomer, wake him up, you're just going to press the button on the back. John, go ahead and give that button a press and watch him go. A number of different ways you can play with Zoomer Dino and you can try to train him. This is kind of the free mode. Green eyes, he's just exploring, looking around, might be singing, burping, farting, roaring, whatever he wants to do. If his eyes turn red, he's angry, and then he's gonna kind of spin around and be more unhappy. Really cool thing about him is that he's self-balancing, as we're showing here. You can push him, sometimes he'll fall down, but he often gets right back up. But there are a couple other modes too. There's a gesture mode. We're going to show that in a little bit. There's also remote control. So if you get tired of this mode and just want to control him with a remote, you can do that as well. So let's show you a little bit of the remote control. All right, we want to show you one of the cool things with this Zoomer BUMER is there's a remote control here. So there are 2 buttons on the bottom here. This one is chomp. So as I press this, get a shot of his face. See how his mouth is opening and chomping. Alright, so I can do chomp. I can also control his head. Move it down, move it up. Move it down, move it up. So this is kind of a neat addition compared to the Zoomer dog, which there's no remote control. This you can actually control him, which is going to be pretty fun. Of course, he can run as well. So I can control him and have him run forward and back. There he's going back. Turn around. And bring him back. Of course, chomping, and then I'm going to show you, I'm going to back them up just so John can get a better shot. I'll show you one of my favorite things. If you look here on the remote, this is the angry button. So I'm going to press this and we'll watch BUMER get very angry. There it is. So again, neat feature. Remote's pretty simple here. You've got this joystick in the center, controlling both his movement and his head, depending on which button you're pressing on the bottom, either the chomp or the run. And then you've got this angry button will also balance him back up. So again, chomp around like this, move his head up and down as he's chomping, all around, left, right, up, down, move his head, and chomp, 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 eat. And then you can also have him run, forward, back, have him go in some circles.
Bye-bye!
Now let's show you gesture mode. We press the button on back, purple eyes, gesture mode. I wave my hand in front of him, tail whip. We'll show you that again. Wave your hand in front of him, he spins around, does a tail whip. We're going to show it one more time here, spinning around, and he does that tail whip. Now we're going to show another one here. This is sit. Put your hand in front of him, and look at it. He sits down for you. And then it's, again, very pet-like. Kids are going to love this. You can now pet him. He's making little sounds. You can pat him on the head. He'll get angry if you push his head or pull his tail. We're going to show you another one, and this is speak. I'll be quiet so you can hear this one. So what's happening is as I wave my hand, he is speaking. In conclusion, we're very impressed with Zoomer Dino. Really think it builds on Zoomer from last year. Love the addition of the remote now. Seems much more interactive, very lifelike. Love that it also has the kind of angry mode and a great sense of humor with the burping and farting and all of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to finish out with some clips of some of our favorite sound effects and things that came out of Zoomer Dino, but we don't want to ruin all the surprises, and that's what's great about it. Zoomer Dino, you never know what's going to happen next. We've probably only seen about 10% of what he can do. You can train him, you can play with the remote control, you can do the gesture mode, or you could just let him go and have fun. So come on over to daddoes.com, we'll have a full review, but please stay tuned because I'm going to stop talking now so you can see some of our favorite highlights of a Zoomer Dino in action.